Welcome back, guys, to Trails in the Sky, where last episode with Estelle and Joshua officially braces, they explored town a little bit more and picked up the Labelle news, aiming to head back to tell their dad of the news. However, on leaving, Ina stops both of them, with Luke and Pat, two children of town, having headed off to the Esmeralda's Tower. Both Estelle and Joshua were there to respond, heading inside to save them, but being a little bit distracted, a monster snuck upon them. But thankfully, Estelle's father was there to save the day. With the prologue ending and Cassius leaving on mission, our two juniors now get to work on the jobs that have been left them. Right, that's what we're after then. Well, we're never free, eh? We got a preemptive. We know spells is what we need for that. So, it's interesting. So, on the exclamation mark turns, you're always 100% critical. It's pretty interesting, to be honest. You're running out of soul blur at this point, sir.
That's that then. Let's move out.
It's all good. More interested in these gems than anything. Right, we found the Quartz Fragment. I see now. The thing we saw shining through the sewer grate was this. Seems like it. Quartz Fragment, huh? Now we know. Now we know why it was shining so much. The way it sparkles is so beautiful. This is made of septium too, right? Loosely speaking, yes. Let's talk about it later. This isn't really the place to have a leisurely chat. I guess you're right. No normal person would want to stay here any longer than they had to. Trying to get out then. Still can't shake that for anything. To be honest, I imagine sewer missions would happen quite a lot in this world then. All those grates around. Smoking grates. Should be able to easily clear out this one. I like the understanding now that while she can't move as far, she does actually have a really big attack radius. Because she has a two-handed weapon. Very... two-space attack radius, D&D players. Still haven't getting any of these time ones, so I can't really expand anything anytime soon. Oh, there's an enemy there! Why is there an enemy there? Not happy with that. We've got Mr. Evasion, a Sparky Spark follows. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. How dare you do me dirty like this? I'm going to use the bonus septium thing. I'm guessing that only applies on a KO.
We're good to go.
How dare you dodge me like that? Do me dirty. Right, let's get on over. It's got this little bit. It's not actually a room or something. It's just an oubliette. Just a little extra added on. Right, kiddo, I guess we return to you rather than the guild, and then we report after the fact. Hey! Is that rock? Could it be that this is the rock you've been looking for? So we handed over the Quartz Fragment. Yep, this is the one. My shiny rock. Why is it all dirty like this? Hey, don't you have something else to say before you complain? You guys are bracers, right? Already paid your money to the guild. Therefore, I think I have the right to complain. That's not the problem here. Calm down, Estelle. He's just a kid. I know that, but... this quartz is what you were looking for, right? Yeah, that's the one. And this rock is really quartz. You mean the same kind of quartz as in Ornament? Yep, it's the same kind of quartz made of sepith. It's chipped, so it doesn't function anymore. I see. So this rock belonged to an Ornament. What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. Who, me? Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad you found it. I guess that's about it then. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot. Here, take these. Oh, some drill meatballs? What are they? Mum gives these to me and tells me they're healthy, but they're kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Anyway, I appreciate what you did for me today. Drill meatballs? Sissy, what a cheeky little kid. I'm sure it's a difficult age for him, but I wonder why he was searching for that quartz. What do you mean? Now that you mention it, it does seem a little strange. But oh well, everyone has something they think is important. True words couldn't be spoken. Perhaps that kid has an interest in orphans. I, for one, don't see what's so interesting about those overly complex gadgets. My brain goes numb just thinking about them. Except for the fact that you'll have to get used to them sooner or later. You won't be able to fulfill your job as a brace if you can't use one. Alright, I'll try and learn. And so, quest finding the shiny rock is complete. I was thinking, what is a drill meatball? Is it a meatball that's in spaghetti that someone has put a power drill in, and they're using the power drill in the meatball to get the spaghetti onto it like another ball? That must be, obviously, what a drill meatball is. 100% right? Unbelievable. Came all the way here just to find out I wasted all this time for nothing. Can't find any buyers in the shops with bigger cheapskates than I thought they'd be. I guess safe to say the backwater places will always be backwater places. This lady is really making me angry. Huh? And who are you supposed to be? And again, I really don't care who you are. I'll give you a deal, so how about you buy something? What? Will one of these wood carvings work for you? You can find fine workmanship like this outside the Calvert Republic. Calvert? Sounds familiar. Is that some famous store or something? Calvert Republic is the country to the east of the Liberal Kingdom. I knew that. So Calvert made folk craft items while you're selling, huh? I'm sure you'd find a lot more people willing to take them off your hands if you went to the Royal City. You think so? Really thought some place in the balloons like this would be... Well, this one would be a taker on these, but maybe I was wrong. Danger, danger. Anger meter rising! Oh well, I guess I'll try heading to the Grand Soul sooner rather than later. Then again, what is my son Charles up to? Just when I thought I could get some help out of him, he wanders off. Okay, so Charles is your son, so we might meet you later on then. Ida's asleep. Arrow's asleep. Where's Arrow? The cat? I'm not sure. It looked like there was someone there as well, but obviously not. Everyone's sleeping. Let's report success there. Wait a second. Well, there's something up there then, but it was just the red bucket handle. I was gonna go nab it. Right, job done. Find the shiny rock. We got 2 more BP, a tiny amount of cash, and still no rank upgrade. Good work. Seems like you completed your objective without any trouble. If you finish any other jobs, please come back and report again. Speaking of which, what is my second job here? Okay, difficulty low. A ferocious monster known as pine plant. Milch Main Road. Milch Main Road is below us, isn't it? Nope, to the left. Is that along to where our next actual main destination is? Open the book! Right, so... Find the shiny rock is done. Milch Main Road monster hasn't been done. Perzel Farm is where we're headed, which is... along the Milch Main Road. So no matter what, we'll be facing this guy as we go. I just wish I had something more in terms of weaponry! Off we go then. And so we reach the vertebrate soon. East is Roland, west is the vertebrate. There is these monsters yet again. I love that 0 HP heal. Makes me feel so good. Would have loved to crit. I'm guessing I can't reach barely. Who'd have guessed? Well, it looks like we don't need to do anything technically anyway. Because we are faster than our opponents. By quite a large margin by the look of things. Based on moves seemingly taking less of a requirement.
That's that then. Let's move out.
And not far from leveling up again. These guys are the ones that were giving me the blue stuff, weren't they? Right, now should I use something like Soulbearer or should I just move first? So I can definitely move into range. The main problem is killing without fire. I could just put a fire thing on for it, to be honest. But I'll abuse the critical that was put on the thing there, shall I? Works, right? Having to pay attention to the turn order quite a bit.
That's that then. Let's move out.
What kind of experience am I looking at for that one? Hey, hey! That's what we're after. I just need some time sepith. That would be a good thing. It's definitely the flowery guys that gives me more experience, though. You flew at me. Ah, no surprise attack means they're actually going to get an attack round for once. Let's take away one attack round then. And that moves HP heal over to me, so that's not bad. Except when you don't need to heal anything at all. Let's just build up some CP points. Oh, that wasn't good. I meant to attack the other one. Right, critical. So it's critical 3 times damage roughly then. Remember, you can turn the camera. I know. Don't worry. Not the first game we played on the channel. Whee! Not my first rodeo. Of course, why would I want to open this? I'm now in hell! That's why you did this! Right. Okay, how do I get out of this nicely? I kind of, like, the smaller guys don't actually do much damage when you think about it. We want to take out these guys. It seems like an art won't actually cast before the movement. So let's boost our strength.
Come on.
Can I move and use a thing? That's what I really want. I'd like to move to there and use. They're all focusing power. They're all just planning to do crazy attacks. They had strength up there. This seems like I should have run more than anything else. No joke. Where are all of these guys aiming? How long do they focus for? Oh yeah, I'm dead. So there's gonna be several kiddie kicks in a row now. Of course I flee. That's a little bit crazy when they do 90 damage. Well, no mimics, just horrible monster encounters. How do I use the spell from the menu? There we go. Now we know what that's going to be like, and the charged attacks themselves are the main problem. So one of the things you can do is you can just hunt down them to try and defeat the charged attacks that are coming out. That'd be one way of doing it. We'll just really get more defense gear, but even with like the extra defense that Joshua had, to 90 damage, he'd die in, well, 3 hits if he'd been undamaged to begin with. Some nice fort, isn't it? Ah, this bug's a lot stronger than you'd expect. And does a lot of damage back.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Alright, take a tear bomb there. A bit more damage than I expect. This is why I don't want to move around the camera too much. Getting span out when you want to go somewhere. How many more places are like this? I think I thought Joshua got in there then. I want the Sepith up. It looks like we're getting multiple attacks if we just go for normal attacks. Or at least Joshua gets the extra attack too. Will that be a killer though? Yep. 25 CP currently.
That's that. Let's move out.
Means I can spam some attacks for a little bit at the very least. To be honest, I want some more zoom out on this if I had to say anything. Getting health everywhere. Right, now where am I? So we've got Roland, we've got the Vert Bridge going that way, and we've got the Perzel Farm underneath us. Let's go back to menu, augment. You want to see the trails in the sky? Well, there's no sky yet. Just want to use tier. Don't want to use up all their abilities. Really, I should be using items before I'm using magic for the most part. I guess there should be like a point where I switch over. Alright, after that crap with that chest, let's go that way. Let's check what's this way first. Seeming the other is main quest destination land. Oh, those bugs hunt you from a... What the hell is that? That looked like a cone-ish, didn't it? Which way's a preemptive? Oh, exterminate or leave alone. Could this kill me? We have options. So this is a boss. Judging by the music.
Come on.
Let's use... Let's speed myself up a bit. Pine Plant is preparing to use arts. Is there a period of time where I could have attacked then to do something? To stop the attack? 96 damage. That is... Yeah, that's half my health. Alright, weak to fire, not so much to water. Whoa, that's barely any damage! Too bad I can't change stuff over quickly. There's barely any damage with that. Did that stop it using arts? It seems arts is more effective than physical. Maybe I should take that as red, to be honest. So I kind of need to heal up. Can I just move away and like use an item? So I mean, I wouldn't mind making sure I'm not going to die anytime soon. Too bad we can't use anything to counter that. That move did manipulate the turn order quite a bit nicely though. So Joshua should live one heart attack. I guess if it's a cone, it would be kind of highly defensive, wouldn't it then? Well, I've got all the stuff I'd like in a lot of senses. Let's use another tier bomb. There's actually a range for throwing items too. Should I just go straight at it and try to smash it? After all, we've kind of figured out this physical isn't very strong. Not quite there. I was thinking your soul blow might come out first. Well, that's all we need to finish it.
I'm sorry.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I can get experience for that. Is this something Nihon Falcom has against me? It did this with Nicholas Garden lately. Hooray, we finished the quest. We lost her. Do I res her or just try to leg it back home? I guess legging it would be best. That way I might not have to pay for a revivey thing. Can I sleep at an inn? Oh, that's the Vert Bridge. That's not where I want to go. Hi guys! Ever since airliner flights began, there haven't been very many travellers on the road. This is why guarding the checkpoint is so boring. The only one excited about the job is the chief. What's the chief then? Can I rest here, chief? Hello, Vinny, Estelle. Joshua too. Hello, Mr. Ashton. It's been a while since we last met. Yes, it has. So I bet my boy Luke caused you a lot of trouble, did he? I'm absolutely ashamed as a father. I'm sure it's perfectly normal for a boy his age to be naughty like that. I mean, even I ran around outside of town when I was young. Yeah, and you're supposed to be a girl. You're certainly full of energy as usual. Wish I could get back to running more often. It has been long since I took this post, and for the moment, there's a lot to do. In the war 10 years ago, the checkpoints played an important role in dividing the Imperial Army. Although few travellers come through nowadays, we can't neglect our defences. Yeah, the attitude of my new recruits is less than desirable. Since I've taken the post, I'll need to whip them into shape at least once. Oh, enjoy your postage. You haven't got any chests hidden around here, have you? Wait, what's the point in this gate? I mean, it stops me as a JRPG protagonist, but I'm just gonna say, you're not actually stopping anyone getting through, right? Like, at all. I'm just saying. Alright, so we've got to head straight this way without hitting any enemies. I'm guessing the path is going to always generally be devoid of enemies though, so we'll take that as a heartening sign. When I see a barrier like that, I kind of expect it to actually be locked on all sides, not easily able to be walked past by a human being. You want to checkpoint me? Try harder? Well, the quest is done. I just need to also find, like, an inn. I mean, the lodgings itself. But can I sleep at the hotel? Or should I pop down into the sewer to use the restore point, which there's an enemy in the way of anyway? Ah, rest. Wait, what? How much does it cost? 20. Okay. Does that revive? This is a bit of a troll as well. Yes, it does. So resting revives in the game. Not bad to know. At least I'll get more mirror from this. Which is kind of what we wanted. Alright, Milch Main Road monster is defeated. 600 mirror. We advanced to Junior Bracer 8th class and received information quartz as a perk. Good work. Seems like you completed your objective without any trouble. If you finish any other jobs, please come back and report again. What's an information quartz then? I guess you would be the only one who can put it on. Be able to perceive enemy status. Okay. Well, I want that instead of thingy then. It will lower my defense a little bit, but I will be able to perceive enemy status, which would be nice. Let's put that on then. Right. I think I should be able to buy one more set of armor. Goody. Let's equip that SAP. I kind of wish we had, like, just go to an equip menu. It would be quite nice for me, to be honest. Just now to go to Perzel Farm. That's 1,000 mirror for that quest, so we're looking at buying some new weapons soon. If I could just Go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, quit. Right. Expensive armor vests. We get a little bit more defense. Not that I think that really helps me against all those charged attacks of the incredibly weak monsters that turn very, very hard when they're doing charged attacks. Let's escape down the bottom left then, by the look of it. I do wonder if I just want to be grinding all the time. Alright, if you go for dual strike on that guy at top, you got loads of CP. And I know you can't one-shot this guy, but because we got preemptive, you'll be able to go 2 turns anyway. Meaning this fight more or less costs us nothing. Tiniest bit of CP. Only got 2 CP on this act. You need to get your CP back.
We're good to go.
Saving your fall in battle. Stop that. Okay. So next is down this way towards the farm. Okay, so they do fight if you make contact with them in that fashion. Joshua is also a hitbox on the field. I guess that's something we'll always have to remember now. I wonder if there's a damage for knocking someone into someone. Like smashing someone against a brick wall. And this is only the subtle bit of the system. We're laughing at this enemy thinking he's not doing any damage, but then we found out what happens if they all decide to press the charge button.
All right, we rule.
Life gets painful. Oh, I didn't see him! Oh, at least I got preemptive, I guess. I'm guessing I'm also getting more CP when I'm doing... I can't actually say if I know that's true or not when I think about it. Or at least finish one of them off. Yeah, I'm getting more CP when I'm under 100 for attacks than when I'm over 100, right? It feels that way. Oh, I can't quite kill him in one shot. Smallest bit of damage. The CP tends to rocket up otherwise.
Okay.
Another level wouldn't be that bad for me, but I think we've made it to the farm finally. Looks pretty good. I thought there was a monster attack. No matter when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here. I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on details. I wonder if Tia was home today. This is why there was mentioned there was less fresh vegetables. Is the monster basically a monster ambush waiting? Is that what it really means by that? I can't even read the things. Pumpkins? Squashes? I don't know. Radishes? The chickens! Come here! Oh! I got fresh eggs. Let's scare the egg out of the chicken. I wasn't meaning to look for fresh eggs. I was just chicken chasing, that's all. But I can milk the chicken for eggs. That's how that works, right? Interesting greenhouse. Like I can unlight a light. It's Joshua! Did you come to play with me? I wish I had the time, but I'm afraid today I'm here for work. Well, that's no fun if we can't play. Maybe later if there's time. The kids here really like you, Joshua. I think every kid I've seen likes Joshua. Joshua, don't forget to play with me if there's time. For sure, okay? Oh, Joshua. Estelle. Hi, Cher. How have you been? Do you know where your mum and dad are? They're not home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though. So Tio's outside. That's their version of a tractor or something? Interesting. Well pumped there. I'm guessing that's Tio then. They got... I thought it was a birdhouse, but it's not. It's just a chair with a hole in the back. One of these looks a bit unripened. We can ride them up. Yeah, fresh eggs. Harris all the chickens get fresh eggs. Oh, how can I not get in there? Oh, there we go. Can't go through the gate. We go through the hole. Hey, hi, Tio. It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle and Joshua too. Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're here on bracer business. We heard that you've been having some trouble with monsters. Estelle and Joshua explained that they're here to do their father's work because he's away. You finished all your training? That's wonderful news. Maybe we can help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case the past several days now, thanks to which I'm suffering from a lack of sleep. Which means the monsters only come out at night. You're very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables any time now. Did he get there? My father's out delivering vegetables. She'll be getting back any minute now. Where do you want me to head? See him at the entrance? We could just invade their house in the meantime. Not that there's really goodies for me to procure. Nothing for me to read. All these vases and nothing inside them. Ah, there they are. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Perzel. How's everyone getting on these days? Well, isn't there Estelle and Joshua? What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tio? We were actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Estelle hands Mr. Perzel the guide referral and Joshua, or the guild referral, and Joshua explains that they are taking over for their father while he's away. That's so. But don't you think this job's a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle? I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all. Taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild's even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright then. Go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Perzel. Now, could you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures, if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover of night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. Now we're taking a load off until then. I assume you'll also be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word! You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Perzel. I can't wait. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that'll live up to your expectations. Will I learn it? Oh, that was delicious. Your mum's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. That's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though. With the little ones jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous and maybe even a tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it too gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it. With those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural they'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I hear that he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story. But as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. And the fact you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tia. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Oh, alright. Be careful out there, Estelle. That girl. She's never completely out of touch with matters of the heart, or just plain dense. Poor Joshua. He really has his work cut out for him. It seems as though the monsters always show up about this time. We'd better get outside and take a look around. What's going on, Estelle? I've got to ask Joshua. You don't have to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now. Why are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. Estelle. So if there's ever anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot? What are you trying to say? Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to, that's all. Let's hurry up and get out there so we can kick some monster butt. What kind of nonsense has Tia put into that girl's head? Secrets, huh? Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first and then move on to the field, stable and greenhouses. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. Alright, let's go. Alright then, let's find what monsters are waiting for us and hope that Daddy was right when he said we'd be perfectly fine. Go see if I can harass some cows for some milk. No monsters here. Alright, let's keep moving. Have you got to harass them a certain amount of time? No. Alright, nothing around the back. Gotta check all the nooks and crannies. I guess he said the field's next. It's awfully quiet. All I hear are the bugs chirping. It doesn't look as if they've shown up yet. I wonder if they're aware of our presence. Hey Joshua, did anyone ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a cabbage patch? Now there's another question entirely out of the blue. And now I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them. Interesting, so the explanation for where babies come from differs depending on the region, huh? How about we get back to work? Okay. They definitely come from a cabbage patch. Cabbage Patch Kids, patch babies! Advertising in your streams, how dare you? Alright, well it doesn't seem to be here, so greenhouse it is. I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. The glow of the orbments sure gives this place a romantic ambience. It makes you feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. You are definitely a ditz, Estelle. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. Dense? Isn't that you? Look! Chubby cats! Meow! He's getting away! Hey, get back here, you little furball! I can still sense his presence. He's staying put on the farm for the moment. Oh, good, because it's about to get caught. Which part of the farm? Oh, there he is. I got him! I think it's about time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where our job really starts. So stay alert and don't let your guard down. Oh, there's a bigger one. Oh, now I get more info. And I can even see how much experience they give. What items they can drop. His special talent is to play dead. That's interesting. We've got the giant Crop Muncher, which is obviously going to be more powerful. 50 experience, so that's the actual boss. Leader of the pack, smart enough to use arts attacks, favours an eye-poking attack. Sounds lovely. How do we break these guys nice and fast then? That's what we want to know. Shall I craft my morale up?
Come on.
I could go for boosting of speeds as well. Who's speed? I guess I'd be the one that would be moving around breaking everyone. Hey, good miss. Oh, that guy's playing dead. I don't mind if it pretends to play dead, I guess. Ooh, I was a bit worried then that might be some kind of like AoE. But not to be, so let's start messing up at least the non-playing dead friend. And I think that'll be you. Well, Mr. Play Dead. Hopefully Play Dead isn't an attack charge. And he just gets up. Good playing dead. Well played. Alright, I can't reach anyone from here. So I could just speed her up quickly and then move in. I'll say, you shouldn't be able to reach from here. So on this turn I have attack up. But do I attack? Yeah, why not? I wouldn't even that attack up. Okay, I should be able to survive one more attack no matter what, so let's go with Dual Strike here. Seems that strength boost didn't actually last very long. Oh, she could be in trouble when I think about it. Depends how much this little guy hits for. He's munching the crops! Get off my crops! I'm supposed to defend them crops! Alright, doesn't look like we can beat this guy with one normal attack, so we'll go for knock him out with another Dual Strike. Just the boss remains. You're getting enough CP. Alright, in terms of attacks then, what do I want to do? Shall I just pummel him? I just realised that this guy's going to get a 50 attack upgrade on the next attack. That wasn't enough. But we forced him to heal instead. So I guess that worked out. Let's use Soul Bear. Oh. I guess I can't reach unless I'm using an art. My Aqua Bleed ends up afterwards. Could I move and get another go? No. You might just munch on more crops again, to be honest. Oh, critical. My eyes! I'm blind! I'm blind! Oh well. I walked into eye-poking range.
We're good to go.
Well, I'll take the level up. Aim for level 6. Most importantly, we got some time gems. Meow. What, are we taming them now? Meow. My goodness, the work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job rounding up these critters. Ha, it was nothing really. I wanted to ask you though. Now that they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? Do we really have to exterminate? I don't think they'll cause any more trouble, or do we really have to exterminate them? I'd say I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Now that we're giving these critters a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Estelle, how's that going to benefit anyone if we show these creatures any mercy now? We're going to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember? But, in any case, we're going to do a job in Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what will you have to say for yourself? Oh, I said the wrong thing? I think maybe you could have them as a pet. I see what you're getting at, but... You know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so... What do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. I'll take them as a pet! They could be the guards. Feed them, they guard, be great. Tio, Miss Perzel. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it is us or them, the fact of the matter is we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you two come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again. And that's that. Right, you critters, you better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram. They'll come back with more. Well, I'll consider this matter closed. Time's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone. Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe it's the part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua! Don't you dare say things like that about yourself. Estelle? I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry. It was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Estelle, Joshua, you're able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself. And for that, I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. I've got a whole lot more where that come from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm real ready to drop. Alright then. Have a good night, Estelle. And thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. I was just thinking of sparing them for the purpose of getting critters that will help work critters. Maybe I'm the worst. I don't know. I'm in the middle ground. Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologise for things not turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know. I'll definitely be the first place we contact. Come visit again sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night again when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, Tio, Miss Perzel. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down. See, I was thinking like a farm cat. Literally like a farm cat. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next. Sounds like a plan. On to the next one. As long as I get my... Joshua, did you surprise attack him? No, we got surprise attack. He didn't get me. He got Joshua, and Joshua attacked him from the back. Surely that should count. Why don't you let that count? I guess with normal attacks I can go an extra guy. So maybe I'll abuse this fact. Just bash that one. All good. Seems we can probably get a 1, 2, 3 smack. No, we can't. Let's use this again because I saw someone in chat going, he hasn't used it yet, even though I have. It's just he has the more useful offensive craft ability, so I actually like the stuff. in that respect, I quite like saving it. Savory Pinion. For him, just so I can use Dual Strike instead of Normal Strike. That's the goal. Perzel Farm, and so that means it's this way to get back to town. We'll just ignore that treasure chest ever existed, right? Need some better armor. More levels. Right. I haven't been in here, have I? I wonder what my son Pat wants to be in the future. Like Luke wants to be a bracer, I wanted to pick a safe job. Do you now? Your little son? Oh, it's a blooming scholar's place? Library? Our nation is divided up into 5 regions with a central city in each. Mayor Klaus has been given charge of Roland, which is one of these cities. Although he's called Old Man Klaus because Klaus? I like to say that's Klaus. Klaus. Because he likes to put around his gun. He's actually a very capable leader. Not just because he likes to garden. Wouldn't make it. Everyone needs to wait to unwind. My boy is a soldier in the Royal Army. He was posted to the Royal City before, but now he's assigned to security at the vert checkpoint to the west. When he gets back, I wanted to give him a good to give Luke a good scolding. Ah, as in your son is in Luke's dad. It'll be fine. Out of the way, birdies. I got to report on something that's not at the chapel. It's over here. Good morning. How'd the job at the farm go? We hit a few bumps in the road, but let me give you a brief report of the details. Joshua gives Aina a rundown of last night's events at the farm. Right, because our farm monsters have been defeated, we got lots of lovely cash. And also we got +2 on the BP there. Okay. I see, so you ended up setting the monsters free because the Perzel family requested you to do so? I think it's premature on their part, but I won't pursue the matter any further. It's okay to leave things at that. The mission of a bracer is to protect civilians and uphold justice. However, there are many ways we can protect those around us, and there are as many forms of justice as there are stars in the heavens. As a bracer, it is your job to be able to discern these things. Indeed, our work has very profound implications if you think about it in that way. That's because we aren't an organisation that deals strictly with monster problems. We also intervene when disputes arise between nations. To become a high-ranking bracer, one must have more than combat strength. A well-honed mind and flexible problem-solving skills are also required. A sharp mind and problem-solving ability, huh? Serious? The road to the big league sounds a lot steeper than I originally thought. Well, then your only choice is to devote yourself to working hard every day. And since you're both here, why don't I give you the details of your next job? Those are the words I've been waiting to hear. I'm ready for anything, so long as you got lined up for it this time. Another monster that needs a good whipping. Not this time. This next job will entail the transportation of goods. And get this, your client is none other than Mayor Klaus himself. Really? A request from the mayor? Do you think it'll be alright leaving such an important task up to us? From what I've heard, it's a pretty simple job. In any case, I'd like you to speak with the mayor directly about the job details. Okay, to the mayor then. Any more jobs to do? Oh god! 15 more jobs just appeared. Right, mushroom hunt. I'm looking for a rare mushroom that grows only when there are rich deposits of septium in the ground. Should be an easy, fun job. For details, please come seek me out. My name is Orbit. I'll be waiting at the landing port. Or the ornament replacement. I'd like for someone to replace a malfunctioning ornament light in a road lamp on the Milch Main Road. For details, please see me at the Melder's Orbital Factory. Short term. I'm searching for a flower known as a bear claw and a savory pinion. I definitely have a savory pinion. The former is native to the forest of the Mistworld south of Roland, and the latter comes from insect-like monsters. Anyone who finds these items, please come to see me at the Roland Chapel. A bear claw. I need to go fight a bear. Is that something I can do yet? Difficulty high. Medium, high. Low. That's better. The soldiers stationed at the Vert Bridge are set to undergo special training, and we're looking for a few good men or women to play the parts of enemy soldiers. You go to the task, contact Chief Warrant Officer Ashton at the Vert checkpoint on the west end of the main road. So I guess we're doing a few of these. So I've got to go see the Melder's Orbital Factory, Freddy's, to the shopkeep. I should probably go to there anyway to see Father Divine and Orvid Co as well. Let's go find Orvid. Why go find Orvid when the augment thing is right here? 15 on his camp skills finest? What did I count wrong? Oops. Ah, hey there! You two new bracers seem to be having some success lately. I've been hearing a lot about your hard work recently. Yeah, it's because we're still new at this, so we have to work extra hard. That's encouraging to hear. You guys actually come at a good time. I've got an urgent job that needs to be taken care of. Do you need to be up to the task of replacing an ornament light in a road lamp along the Milch Main Road? Sure. You just leave it to us. If you find what's doing the job, then we'll gladly accept. Thanks, I really appreciate this. I completely forgot it needed to be replaced today. First off, I need to give you the replacement part. We've got an orbit light. This is the replacement orbit? That's right. I want you to replace the orbit light in the road lamp number 6 on the Milch Main Road to the west. The 6th road lamp that you'll come across counting from Roland's west entrance. Make sure you get the right one. I think I've got it. The 6th road lamp from Roland's west entrance, right? Once you found the road lamp, you'll need to open the maintenance panel. You need a 6-digit combination to open it. No! No, don't do this to me. Are you serious? Yep, the combination for the 6th road lamp is 544818. Let's, No, it's fine. Because what I can do is I can just type that into my chat box. It's there. It's there forever. And I know it's true and no one can say the wrong number. This is the way to play. Got it. Now my favourite program for writing anything on is definitely Notepad. Age old, still tested and true. I'm sorry, but could you repeat that again? It's 544818. That's right. Good memory, Joshua. Show off. After the combination's entered, the panel will open, and after that, all that's left there is to replace the ornament. It may seem like a simple task, but make sure not to mess it up. The road lamp may have been out of order for a while now. You see, the light of the ornaments keep the large monsters away, right? It's not much more than an unconscious dislike for them. But if they do go out, then we run into real problems. Which is why I'm asking you to do this job, just in case. These road lamps are placed just off the roads in areas where monsters are most likely to appear. Well, you just leave those monsters to me, and I'll take care of them. But I better write down that combination before I forget. And maybe you should let me deal with the combination instead. I'll leave it up to you two to divide up the work amongst yourself. That should be everything you need to know, so good luck. If you need to double check accounts the job, then come and tell me again. Okay, we've got the code. Now it's about finding these weird things. But I guess you should go to Orbit as well now. Which one of you is Orbit? You? Ah, damn braces. How long they intend to keep me waiting? They don't know I can get here. I'm going to miss my flight. I should have expected as much from a real backwater bird like this. Well, I'll be. That's the bracer emblem if I'm not mistaken. I've been waiting for you to show up. I'm an urgent job, so do you have some time to hear my request? Sure. Sure, we got some time. Great, this really helps me out a lot. Alright, let me give you a rundown and explain the details of the job. Let me formally introduce myself. I'm Orvid, representative for Orvid Co. Limited. I'm Estelle, and this is Joshua. It's nice to meet you. Estelle Joshua, is it? Two of you are quite young, if I do say so myself. We're actually pretty new to this whole bracer thing. Greenhorns? Well, I guess you'll have to do. Pardon? Never mind, I was just talking to myself. Alright, let's get down to business. Please excuse my lack of decorum, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Sure. At the moment I'm looking for a rare mushroom called the firefly fungus. It said that it only grows in soil rich with septium. There are records of it being picked here in Roland, but no shops seem to carry it. However, it's a vital necessity that I get my hands on one, so I put in a request to the guild house. Soil rich with septium, huh? I can only think of the Malga Trail as a possible location. Do you know any other characteristics of these mushrooms? It seems that it normally grows in areas with patches of grass. However, since it is buried in the dirt, if you don't look closely, you won't find it. Jeez, this one sounds like it's going to be a pain. Once you dig one up, you'll know if it's a firefly fungus or not. One thing, it glows with a light green colour. So that's why it's called a firefly fungus? Well, that makes sense. Alright, have I explained things clearly enough? So basically all we need to do is find a glowing mushroom in a patch of grass along the Malga Trail, right? Looks that way to me. Well, if they're really growing in the ground, we probably won't be able to find one so easily. If you run into any trouble, come back and speak to me again. I'll see you find one as soon as possible. Right, what was the other job we had? That was going in completely the other direction, if I'm right in saying. Down below the Bright family house. The more important thing of the two, if I quickly use the mouse again, is just which ones are long and short. So, you know, medium... Oh, this one doesn't actually say long or short on this menu. Well, we're going to be doing that at the same time we do ornament replacement. So it's medical necessity that's being missed a little bit here. But I'm pretty sure that was the one that was on long. Yeah. So ornament replacement and soldier training is... Whatever we're doing next is probably going to knock it off the list. So I guess we go out that way. No, we don't. Yes. How much cash do we have now? 1,180? Not quite enough to, like, really get some good upgrades at the moment. I mean, upping my attack would probably help quite a bit at this point. So let's go for that. I'm just wondering what happens if I sell my previous gear as well. It's not like we've got a system otherwise where we shouldn't need to, like, sell the stuff, hopefully. So if I look at the birch staff, sells for 50. The 2 leather vests we got sell for 100 between them. Why not? Still quite far away, though. Seems that a lot of stuff sells for 50. Oh, the drill meatballs. Do you know what? If I sell one of them, then at the very least I'll be able to buy his weapon too. So now we've got the strongest attack we can have. True. Right, let's go deal with the stuff on this road then. So it's the 6th. Oh god. From here. Wait, is this a lamppost? Joshua! That's a lamppost. You did not need to be attacked then. There, give me that green chunk. What? Like you don't even want to live. Just hit the bad guy, boy.
Piece of cake.
Harder than it should have been. Alright, so is that a lamppost? That's just a signpost. There doesn't seem to be a spot where light would come from. So there you can see like there's a bit where light can come from. So that's the first one. That's the second one. That's the third one. If there's none just off the beaten track. That's the real worry. Let's go for the time being. 4th. 5th. That should be the 6th.